Okay, this lesson is for Linus. Linus, this will be your first piano lesson. And actually what we're going to learn is a few things. One, we're going to learn what these keys are called. Two, we're going to learn how to figure them out just by looking at these black keys. Okay? And three, let's talk about something first. In music, there is an alphabet, just like in language, because music is a language. So the alphabet in music is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. There are no more letters in music, so that's kind of cool. Easy. Let's do it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, there's a lot of keys on here, so guess what happens after G? It starts over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we call that alphabet the musical alphabet, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Remember that. So now we're going to learn the keys. So let's start and look at the keyboard just for a minute. You can see that there are 2 black keys, and then you can see there are groups of 3 black keys, and then 2 and 3. All the way up and all the way down. There's 3, there's 2. Now how can we tell the groupings? You can see there's a space here that separates the groupings. Okay? So when we look at a group of 2, we can see there's a spacing over here. There's no black key in between those 2 white keys, and there's no black key in between those 2. All right? So we're going to start with the sets of 2 black keys on the piano. So this is how we do it. We look at the first 2 black keys in the middle. If we look at the piano, the middles are right about there. Okay? There's your 2 black keys. And we're going to start with this white key that is on the left side of this. Okay? So this key is C. All right? We call this middle C, actually. It's always the first key we learn. So 2 black keys, we go to the left, that's C. Now here's the cool part. If we find another set of 2 black keys, it's still C. Every time. Every time. That's C. That's C. Even if we go this way. Here's 2 black keys. C. 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 Now you try. You can hit pause on the video and see if you can find all the C's on the piano. All right. Okay. So hopefully you were successful. Now let's look at the next note on the piano. So this one is in the middle of the 2 black keys. And what comes after C in the alphabet? If you said D, then you are correct. So the 2 black keys in the middle. Okay, this is D. And we can find all of them on the piano right now. Here's the 2 black keys. I go up to the next one. Right in the middle. That's D. Next set of 2. D. Next set of 2. And you can do this going this way as well. Here's 2. There's another D. 2. And 2. All right, you find them all, okay? All right, now we're back. Let's do the next key. Now, we know the alphabet. C, D. What comes after D? If you said E, you are correct. So now on the right-hand side of the 2 black keys is E. So here's 2 black keys. E, E. Another one, and we can do it again this way, right? Here on the right-hand side now. E, E, E. All right, hit pause. See if you can find all the E's. Okay, hopefully you found them all. Now we only have 4 keys left, all right? So now we're gonna move to the 3 black keys, right? We said that there are 2s and 3s. So now we're on the 3 black keys. Now I don't know if you remember, but we just played E, right? So what do you think comes after E in the alphabet? C, D, E, F. If you said F, amazing, good job. So this one's on the left-hand side, okay? And if we go up here to these 3 black keys, F again, F again, F again, okay? 3 black keys, F again, F, F, all right? So remember, we're finding the F's off of the 3 black keys. Hit pause and see if you can find them all in your piano. Okay, now that you've done that, let's find F's brother. Okay, that's what I always say. The one next to F is his brother or sister. So in this case, we're looking at it and we say, well, C, D, E, F, G. All right. And remember, that's the last letter of the musical alphabet. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if we look at the three black keys, G is just to the right of this guy. All right. G. And if we go over here, there's G. There's G. All right. Same idea here. And here. And here. Okay. Hit pause. Find all your G's on your piano. Okay. Now hopefully you found them all. Let's move on to the next one. Now, most people think, well, if that's G, what's this? Remember what I said happens after G. The musical alphabet starts over. So that makes this one A, because that's the first letter of the alphabet. So A comes after G. So if we look at the three black keys, A's kind of sharing the middle with G, right? But it's a little closer to that side. So there's A, 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 okay? A, A. All right. See if you can find all of your A's. Hit pause now. Okay. Hopefully you found them all. Now we have one more note and we know all the notes. Okay. So here are the three black keys. We know F, G, A. Well, what comes after A in the alphabet? It's got to be B. All right. And we look at the three black keys. It's kind of easy to tell. It's on the right hand side, right? So if I go to the next three black keys, I just go over here, and that's B. Okay, there's B. There's B. And we'll do it over here too. These three black keys, below, middle, C, all right? There's B, B, and B. All right, hit pause, find all your B's, and then we're gonna have a test. Okay, let's hope you found your B's. So let's review, and then I'm going to give you a test, and we'll see how you do. So the two black keys have C, or middle C in this case, D, and E. Okay? So I'm going to find all groupings of C, D, and E. All right? You're going to do this too in a second. And you're going to say them when you play them. C, D, E. C, D, E. C, D, E. C, D, E. All right, I want you to do that. You don't have to do it that fast, though, okay? Hit pause and find all groups of C, D, and E for me. Okay, let's hope you found them. All right, now the other set was the three black keys. And remember, it was F, his brother G, and then A, because we start the alphabet over, and B. So we got F and G, and we have A and B. All right, we're going to find them all. F, G, A, B. 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 All right, now you have to find those. So hit pause and do it. Okay, let's hope you found them. Now it's test time. So I'm going to hit some keys, and I'm going to give you maybe 2 seconds to tell me what the key is. And when you do this, you need to look at the black keys to figure out the white keys. I will give you 2 examples, and then the test will start. Example number 1, I will hit the 2 black keys like this, and then I'll hit a white key. And if you said D, then you are correct, because this is 2 black keys, C, D, right? And then I'll give you another one. Here's a 3 black here. If you said A, then you are correct. Now I want you to get fast at these, but here comes the test. So if you don't think you're ready for the test, you can hit pause and practice right now. Otherwise, the test will start now. So here we go. C. B. D. E. F. All right, hopefully you did pretty good at that. Now the final little thing, this will be extra credit. We'll see if you can figure this out and tell me next time. Here are the three black keys. We know that this is F, G, A, B. Then what is this key on the piano? If this one's B, then that one should be what? All right? And let's find out the lowest one. Well, here's the two black keys. We know this is C. What comes before C in the alphabet? If you said B, that's great. What comes before B? Then you should know what this one is. So the bottom note is, and the top note is. Maybe you can tell me next time. All right, hopefully this helps, and hopefully you've learned your keyboard. I want you to be a master. Next time, we'll learn the numbers of our fingers, and maybe I'll teach you how to play a small little song. All right, bud. Thanks for watching.